Go.
Hello, I'm Salia Kuma. I'm in the 6th grade and I'm from BAOP.
Hello, my name is Daniel Patel. I'm from BAOP.
My name is Michelle. Sorry. My name is Michelle and I'm from Mahal.
Today, our slide is about improving self-esteem and our model of health and awareness.
My Salia, Daniel, Willie, Dominic, and Michelle.
Next slide. What is self-esteem?
Disrespect to give yourself another.
Daniel Brandon, to trust one's mind and to know that is worthy of happiness.
Introduction. Low self-esteem is quite common. It's important to get rid of low self-esteem because it is in both men, boys, women, and girls and lower age groups.
What is low self-esteem? Low self-esteem is thinking and disorder in which an individual views him or herself as unlovable and or incompetent. I don't want to say that.
Keep going.
Negative view, turning every thought, pursuing faulty assumptions, and ongoing self-defeating behavior.
Also the type 1 low self-esteem. People who have low self-esteem regard the world as hostile and themselves as the victims. As a result, individuals are hesitant to speak or assert themselves, miss out on experiencing an opportunity, and believe that they have little power to change things.
Is there a good self-esteem? Yes, self-esteem refers to how you feel in yourself in general, including your strengths and limits. When you have a healthy self-esteem, you feel good about yourself and believe that you're worthy, regard others. You will guard opinions and thoughts less when you have poor self-esteem. Next.
How to improve it? Persuading yourself about certain things can always help, such as words or phrase. Do the most important thing ever. Never forget that you are important to not change yourself for others because you are unique.
What do you need to improve your self-esteem? Attitude. Maintain a positive outlook to accomplish anything in life. We must believe in ourselves and that it is not only conceivable but likely that we will.
Speak up. Don't be embarrassed to talk to your friends. Taking it out can always help. This way you can obtain feedback on how you're doing.
Be organized. Setting aside time for ourselves is one of the most important strategies to raise our self-esteem.
Awesome words. Amazing. I look great. I love myself.
Tomorrow can be a better day.
You are the best. It will be okay.
We got this.
The end. Thank you for listening to our presentation. We appreciate it very much. New Settlement, Brown Sellers.
I remember starting my company thinking about improving the self-esteem of young people. So I am so excited to hear this presentation.
So yes, this is another great presentation, learning about the much and very, very important topic of self-esteem and your self-worth and self-value. So I loved how this group used a presentation digital format. I thought it was really great to watch and see the slides and the pictures that they included on their presentation. And I also really appreciated they talked about ways to improve your self-esteem. And so thinking about your attitude, I loved how they had those little phrases to tell yourself. And so one thing I also thought about as a next step for this presentation is, how do you help to improve the self-esteem of your friends and people around you? How can you help your friends if you see that they're struggling and having a hard time with their self-esteem and self-value and self-worth, and how you could be a better friend to support them? So great job, this group.
Yes. Thank you. Brian, would you like to give some feedback and
Yes.
advice to this group?
I'm over here like jumping up and down in excitement because these subjects are so important. Oh my goodness, they're so important. And I think it was Dr. Balito earlier mentioned social emotional learning, whereas so many of our kids allow their environment to dictate how they exhibit their behaviors, and they don't take it upon themselves to say in the mirror, I am great, I am healthy, I am, like, these affirmations aren't internalized enough, and the outside world has too much impact on us. Now, as it pertains to this presentation, I concur. I love the digital format. I do presentations all the time. And I remember when I was in school, I used to hate doing presentations because most of the time they weren't necessarily something that I was excited about. So I had to put all these words on the screen and I had to read them. And I was never good at reading. I had to read very slow to actually understand what I'm reading. So I would say, and I kind of saw it whenever you are putting your digital presentations together, to be able to effectively engage with your audience, put as few words on the slide as possible. Like the major words that you had in the bold print, those were perfect. And I saw some of you were actually, you can tell that you memorized what you were supposed to say, so you didn't look back at the slide as often. But ultimately, get yourself to where you're so excited or you're so passionate about what you're talking about that that one bold word gives you everything that you need to talk to your audience, to tell your audience. And you guys did a pretty good job at it, even with having the words there and not necessarily reading them. I agree also with incorporating some information around how to help your friends, because what tends to happen is we may be well with our self-esteem and we know how to go day to day, staying on top of everything, but our friends may not be at a point to where they understand how to elevate, to increase, to improve their self-esteem. And that in and of itself prevents them from even asking you, how can I be more happy like you? How can I love myself the way that you do? And I'm not sure if this class has the ability to see the last presentation, but healthy eating, taking care of your nutrition, that plays so big into your self-esteem because it can do things to your hormones, to your insides that make you feel good, that help you feel more healthy. So that's what I would say on that front. And just as the last presentation, the best way to show others how to live life is to be the example. You start doing it on a regular basis, and by default, you'll start impacting, influencing those around you to do the same.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. That definitely required some love. Thank you for saying that. And this group did an amazing job in their presentation slide. I had the privilege of seeing them prepare. I went to visit their location and they did a mock presentation for me, and they listened to all of my advice with their presentation slides and how they were going to present. So I definitely see the improvement. So congratulations. And of course, self-esteem is so important for all of us, for us to feel happy inside and to support the people around us to feel happy with us. So support your friends. I totally agree. And remember, self-esteem is from the inside out. What you believe about yourself is what you are. So I am brilliant, I am beautiful, and I am powerful. So just walk around saying that, and that's exactly who you'll be. Yes.